Here is our next purpose as readers today, and it's going to focus on our word work. The better we understand words, the better we'll understand what we're reading. I can identify the prefix and root word or base word to determine the meaning of a word. So a root word is a base word. It can stand on its own and have basic meaning. A prefix is added to the beginning of that root word, and it will give that word a new meaning. So let's look and see what that means. Here is our prefix column. Here's the meaning of our prefix. Here's the prefix dis. Dis is not a word by itself. It has to be added to a word. Dis, when added to a word, means not or opposite. So our next prefix is miss. MIS is not a word by itself. It is a prefix that needs to be added to the beginning of a word, which we will call the base word or the root word. When it's added to the base word or the root word, it means that it's bad or wrong. Okay, let's put this prefix to work. Here's our prefix dis. Here's our base word approve. Approve means that you agree or think the same way as somebody else. Dis means not, you don't approve, or it's the opposite. So you don't agree with someone. Here's our new word, disapprove. Again, approve is the base word. It can also be called a root word that can stand by itself and still be a word, have basic meaning. Dis is the prefix that's added to the beginning of the word. What's the new meaning now? We will find out. Here's a prefix dis. Here is the base word appear. Dis is not a word on its own. It has to be added to a word, to the beginning of a word, a base word. So appear means to show up. Disappear means the opposite of showing up. Let's look at our last prefix. Miss cannot be a word on its own. Has to be added to a base word or the root word. We're going to add it to the beginning of the base word understand. Understand means that you know something, you know how to do it, you're comprehending. Miss means that it's a bad understanding or the wrong understanding. Misunderstand. Now we're going to have the meanings appear. They won't be in the right order, but we will have to match the new word that has the prefix added to the base word to the definition. That's what you will have to do on your word work for Tuesday on your Reading Wonders backpack. Okay, so one definition is not showing or vanished. Another definition is the wrong understanding. And another definition is does not agree. So disapprove. Approve means that you agree with somebody's thinking. Disapprove is the opposite of agreeing with someone. So do you see a definition that matches with not agreeing with someone? Does not agree. So we draw an arrow from disapprove to does not agree. Disappear. Well, the base word appear means to show up or to all of a sudden be visible. Dis means to not show up, or it's the opposite of appearing. Is there a definition that matches the meaning for disappear? Not showing or vanished. So we're going to draw an arrow from disappear to not showing or vanished. Now our last word is misunderstand. So we look at the base word. Understand means that you know or you understand. Miss means bad or wrong. So it's a bad understanding or the wrong understanding. Do you see a definition that matches misunderstand? You got it. It's the last definition there too. The wrong understanding. So we draw an arrow from misunderstand to the wrong understanding. So notice how our base word can stand by itself and still be a word. And then the prefix gets added to the beginning of the base word and changes its meaning. We just identified the prefix and root word, also known as the base word, to determine the meaning of a word. Great work today, third grade. Good luck on your Reading Wonders backpack.